Well, hello everyone. It's September 19th at 7 Central Time, and welcome to Painting with Brenda for Brenda's Bisque box. So last week we painted our Mrs. Frankie, and where are we centered in the screen, or did you zoom in? Courtney's directing me to move over to get in the center of the screen here. Is this in?
Mm-hmm.
So this is Mrs. Frankie that we started last week, and hopefully Mr. Frankie we will get to tonight also. So here's Mrs. Frankie, and that's how far we got to her last week. So we base coated her black, and then we did our Regal purple, and then we did our purple, and then we did our green, which was our Lexington green, and then our leaf green, yep, and then our Limeburst green. And we did a little bit of rust on our pumpkin. So let's see, tonight we will start with let's do our kitty. And we have, for the kitty, we have some grays we're going to do. So I'm going to use our Duncan OS567 charcoal. I'm going to give it a little shake. And I'm going to use my foil that I use for my palette so I can wrinkle it up and throw it away and I don't have to wash it. And we're probably going to want a little bit smaller of a dry brush. Let's see, we'll go with a I'm going to go with the size 3 Royal and Langnickel round bristle dry brush. And I'm just going to come along my gray and just grab the tip of it and then brush back and forth and work it up in there a little bit, and then brush back and forth on my paper towel until there's very little paint left in my brush. And then we're going to come on our kitty and we're going to gently and carefully get him dry brushed and hopefully not get too much on our dress and on our hands. And you just want to do a bunch of thin layers. Just keep building it up, brushing back and forth nice and gently, and we'll do the whole kitty. So I hope everyone had a good week this week again. It seems like it really rolls around fast for us. Well, Courtney, I don't have the tablet to see comments. It's over on the cupboard. Courtney's getting things set up here yet a little bit. I'm just working that charcoal gray, grabbing a little, brushing back and forth, going back and forth on my paper towel. You could use paper towel, a paper plate, brown paper bags people use. Coffee filters, the paper coffee filters work well too to brush your paint out on. We'll just keep working around from front to back. We'll get her finished tonight, and then we'll get a pretty good start on our Mr. Frankie. And then hopefully next week we can do the crows, and then the following week the 3 little pumpkins that were the extra in your little trick-or-treat bag. We do have some boxes available yet if anyone wants to go ahead and get a box yet. You just have to message us. And Courtney can send you an invoice and then it would ship right away. So okay, here we go. We got our computer, I got my tablet up, and we got Elizabeth and Carol. Hello, ladies. Courtney's working with it. It's not showing all the comments the way it looks. So I hope everyone's enjoying painting their pieces. How are you guys doing? Anyone have any problems? Just send us a post or a message and I'll see what I can do to help you. Again, I'm just grabbing that charcoal and brushing it out. And I'm just slowly working up and gently working up over to the purple, but I'm trying not to get it on my purple. And you do want to let that black in your crease where the cat's tail meets the sleeve, because that's your shadowing. You don't want that completely gray. And I just gently try to nudge it over little by little. Oh, hi, Connie. How's your painting going? I can't believe all those monarchs you hatched this year. That's really something. Just working our charcoal gray in on our kitty. Getting it as close to Mrs. Frankie as I can. And if you get a little bit on the gray on the green, you can go back and touch that up a little bit. You definitely want a smaller size brush for this. Even if you wanted, you could even go a little size smaller than this 3. The 3 is one of the brushes that are included as the extras in the monthly boxes. I actually have all of them here tonight. Courtney brought them for me. I have I can show you guys what if you're getting 2 free brushes each month. A round one and a flat one. So these are the flat ones. I guess I can turn them around so you can see them better. So if you're subscribing from August through December, you're getting a flat brush and a round brush each month. And by the time you get December's box, you'll have a full set of flat brushes. And then you'll also have these nice round brushes. 8, let's see, 5, and I'm using the 3, and then also the number, was it 0? 0. So these are the round brushes that you're getting. So the first month you got it was the flat one, right? Courtney, the large flat and the small 0. Yep. So this was August box. Subscribers got this 10 flat and the 0 round. And then in September, you got the 8 flat and the 3 round. Oh, I missed. Oh, yep, then September. That was September. So now in October, you're going to be getting I'm upside down, a 5 flat and a 5 round. That's what will be in your October box. Then your November box will have the 3 flat, and the 8 round. And then you'll have the 0 flat and the 10 round in the December box. So you actually end up with 2 full sets of brushes if you're a subscriber August through December. So that's pretty cool. And you probably won't need a lot of bigger brushes, but you might actually want more of the size 3s. Let me see, the size 3 rounds, or the size, maybe even a couple of the 0s. If you're doing more little things, just to have that versatility to be able to change brushes when you're changing colors. I know on the wild animals, the woodland animals, I didn't really change brushes so much because the colors were very close to each other in the family of colors, so I just keep going with the same brush then. But like here, we're going from the gray to the, like if I would have stopped last week and done the purple and then went to the gray, I probably would have went to a new brush. Or even when I went from the purple to the green, I go to a new brush. But if I would have went from like purple to a blue, I could have used the same brush if it's close in that same color. So tonight we're just starting with our kitty and getting the gray on him. The charcoal, I'm sorry, it's charcoal. Even though it's gray, it's charcoal. Let's see what else went on this week. Courtney posted the pictures of the pumpkins sprayed with the 3 different sealers. They're $9.99 a can. And if you're a subscriber, we can send up to 2 cans in your subscription box, and we'll cover the shipping on those in the subscription box, but they'll be coming by ground instead of air this time because we can't ship that sealer by air in the priority boxes. So your boxes might take a couple extra days this time. So there was the matte sealer, which is what used to be the porcelain sealer. It has virtually no shine to it at all. It's great for your wildlife and animals and people. Then the other next sealer would be your satin sealer, which is like a semi gloss. It has a little bit of a shine to it, and it's kind of hard to tell on the pictures the difference between the gloss and the satin. But the satin has just a little bit of a shine to it, and I like that for on snowmen, anything icy, snowy, like penguins and snowmen. And then the other one is a gloss sealer, which is very, very shiny, very glossy. It's almost like a glazed finish on it. I don't use that a whole lot, but I do use it. I like it for piggy banks especially because it'll, if I paint them with the acrylic stains, it'll look like it's been glazed with, painted with the underglazes or glazes and sealed. So it does have its place, and it's nice to have all 3, so whatever you're making, you can use whichever one you need at the time. So we got our little kitty pretty much covered in gray. We have his little creases where body parts meet. We left those dark because you want that dark. That gives you your shadows. Like around his eyes and his little mouth and in between his legs where the head and the tail meet, where the tail and the arm meets. We left those little areas darker. We want those darker. So now we're going to do a little bit of highlighting to that, and we're going to use the Duncan Ash OS567, which is a gray. So basically, it's again the 3 shades that I always like. We had the black, which was our base coating color. We have our charcoal, which we just used, and now we're going to use our gray. And then if you wanted, you could also go with the white yet on top of that. So I like to use 3 colors for to get my shading effect to it. You'll see that a lot, and I'm shaking up the wrong color here. We want the gray, which again is the Duncan OS574. And it won't take a whole lot. And you could have your kitty any color. If you wanted a black cat, you could have a black cat. If you wanted a striped cat, you could have a striped cat. So I'm just using my same brush that I was using with my black, grabbing a little bit of that gray, brushing it back and forth, brushing it out on the paper. And this will give me a gradual change from the charcoal to the gray instead of going straight from charcoal straight to the gray and having more of an abrupt change. It'll give more of a gradual change. So now I want to let a little bit of that charcoal. I don't want to completely get rid of my charcoal. So I'm just getting the high spots with the gray. And you can go right over his collar too, because we'll be putting the glitter on there. And if you don't want glitter on it, you don't have to put the glitter either. We're just gonna, I'm kind of doing little half circles on him. You can go back and forth. You can go one way. You can do little CC strokes, which is like a half of a circle. I mean, there's no right or wrong way. Do what works for you. Oh, so it looks like we got a few more people. We got Marie, and we got Elizabeth, and we got Jason. Welcome, everyone. So we're just going to keep building up this gray on here and get him a little lighter. You could do him in white, you could do him in black, really any cat color that you like, black and white. Oh, so the Courtney posted the sealers. Was it yesterday or the day before, Courtney?
I think it was before.
She thinks it was the day before, so do I. And you guys anyone has until midnight tonight to let us know if you want sealer, because tomorrow we'll be calling in the order. So we want to make sure that we order enough, but I don't want to have a couple cases sitting around either, so that it gets old. So if you would like sealer, just post on the post that has the sealer, or you can message us and Courtney will take care of you and get you on the list.
You don't have to have a box either.
And you don't have to have a subscription box to get the sealer. We can still ship it to you. You just have to pay the shipping. So I think that's about it with the sealer. If there's other supplies you want, you can let us know that too before midnight tonight, because I'll be calling in the order tomorrow morning, because we need it to get here in time for when we box up the boxes for everyone. Whoop, a little too thick, so I gotta brush that out a little more. I believe she's got brushes, and is the sealer on the webpage too?
Not yet.
Okay.
Figure out how to do the shipping.
Courtney's been adding stuff to the Brenda's Brushstrokes and Bisque.com. She's got some more of the Duncan colors on there. There's brushes on there. Bisque, there's some Bisque on there. I wanted more Bisque on there, but it's just been too busy with stuff. There is a tab that it says, I think it's got about home, about us, shop, which that tab would take you to the items that are available, be it Bisque or the subscription boxes or paint brushes, paint. Then the next one is called catalog, and if you click on that one, it'll take you to a listing that has the majority of our molds, probably 90% of them, and it's by company. So if you would click on say Duncan, all of the Duncan molds that we have, except for a few, are listed on there, although they don't all have pictures, but the mold, too much, I gotta brush it out. The mold number and the name will be there. There may be a picture of a few things. We have to work on that yet to get everything, all the pictures, but that's gonna take a while till we get through everything and have more time, because I do work, we both are busy full-time during the day, so. So if you click on, say, the Duncan catalog, you may see, say, a number Duncan 964, and it'll say what it is. Then you could go to a page called debmark.com, and it's a mold. It's a company, and they have or not all, but probably 90% of the molds that are out there ever made. And there's a mold search box, and you can type in the mold number, just put the mold number in the box and then hit search, and every mold that's out there with that number will come up, and then you just look for the Duncan one that's maybe a pumpkin, and then you can click on it, and then you will be able to see a picture of what that mold is. So you could go to, say, Alberta, and maybe you're looking for mold 63. It's a Christmas ornament. You could go to Debmark and type in 63, type in search, or hit search, and then all the molds with 63 will come up, and you're just going to want to look for the Alberta 63 with whatever title of what you're looking for, say Christmas ornament. And then they usually have pictures, so it'll give you an idea of what that mold looks like. What else? There's tons of mold companies out there from over the years, and a lot of them are out of business, but they have a great database for molds. Even if, say, I want to make a piggy bank for my nephew or for my niece or whatever, you could go there and type in piggy bank in that mold search. Type in the word piggy bank and then hit search, and all the piggy bank molds that are out there would come up on a page, and there may be several pages of them, and you can go and look through the list and see which one you like, and say it's I don't know, McNess number 999, then you could go out on a search looking for the McNess $9.99 piggy bank mold. So it's actually a really good little reference for helping to find things, identifying things. So I'm just dry brushing our gray on here while I'm talking, getting it up to about where I want it. Get a little more under his chin here and on his bottom of his feet. What do we have for notes? Oh, hi Lorraine. We got Lorraine watching, and Debbie, and Anne, and Margarita. Oh.
Margarita and Debbie have boxes.
Oh, okay. So are you got ladies and with the boxes? Are you painting along tonight, or are you just do you paint or watch the video and then go back and paint later? Do you find the videos are helpful? Is there anything on the videos I can do to make them more helpful? I know we do want to get better camera equipment towards the end of the year, so we can do more close-up fine-tuning detail stuff, so you can see it better.
And we're gonna work on YouTube so it doesn't go to Facebook.
Oh, and Courtney's working on putting the videos on YouTube, so that if someone isn't a Facebook user, you could go onto YouTube and watch the painting videos also. So I want just a little more of the gray on here yet. So there's a lot of behind the scenes things going on during the week, actually. Just trying to work on things and make it better, because we're new at this, and the whole subscription thing is new, and getting the computer, the website, and everything linked and synced, and the payments and the shipping, and Courtney's just spent a ton of time getting all this straightened out for us. So he's looking pretty good. He's not quite as white as that one. Guess I can give him a little more yet. So you could stop at whatever point works for you, whatever you like. But I think I'll get him just a little bit lighter yet, so he pops a little more. Saturday we're going to be doing some video recordings. I don't remember what we were all going to record, but I think one of the things will be that little pumpkin that was in the picture with the sealer. That's been really popular. So I think I'll paint one of those on Saturday, and we'll record it and post that. Kind of like we did the birdhouse and the raccoon ones when we were first starting out for practice. And then that bisque is also available on the Brenda's Brushstrokes and Bisque.com, and I just sent her with some more bisque of that cute little pumpkin tonight. And then there's more in the kiln firing right now too. He's really cute, and he's pretty quick to do too. He's basically just base coated black, and then I dry brush him rust, and then hot orange, and then orange peel, and then the leaves get Lexington green, the leaf green, and then the Limeburst, and a little bit of yellow if you like, just a little bit on the tips. So he's pretty quick and easy to make, but he is really cute. So let's see, what else? What other videos were we going to do, Courtney? I know you had a list going.
Eyes.
Oh, she says eyes. I better get to thinking at that while I'm at work tomorrow and working. I better put that in the back of my brain so I got an idea what I'm going to do. Eyes, what else? There was a few things. You don't remember either?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure she's got a list at home, because she was telling me on the phone what we were going to do, so. Oh, are we going to try to paint those?
Try.
So I have a couple other pieces of bisque that I'm working on. Maybe Courtney will even go downstairs and get them for us. I can show you guys. We're going to do videos of those too.
Non-boxed.
It'll be non-boxed items. I want to have bisque available on the Brenda's Brushstrokes and Bisque.com, like the raccoon. And so I'm working on, one is called Jingle, and it's like a Christmas elf with a tree. And the other one is a rock with wolves on it. And I'm trying to get enough bisque so that when we paint it and post the video, that if you want it, it's available right away then too. So the other one is a Kinsey rock with wolves on it. So we will, hopefully I'll have enough time on Saturday and we can video that, me painting it, and then she'll do the editing and uploading of it. And then that'll be listed in the video tab. Oh, so Connie joined us. Hi, Connie. And we have Sheila join us. Hello, you guys. Oh, Sheila says she enjoys the videos. That's great. I hope everyone's enjoying them. So here she's got... Oh, you didn't bring the bisque. You could have brought the bisque.
I don't see one.
So this is Jingle, the elf, and he's going to light up. And I do have... maybe I need to clean the biscuit and fire it. I think there's like... I think I have about 10 of these poured. But I'll... once it's fired and I have enough of them available, so people, if you guys want them, then you can purchase them. But we'll do the video so it's ready of me painting it, and then I'll get I'll get it fired, cleaned and fired, and then we'll paint it.
He lights up.
And then he will light up. So we'll do the video, and when we post the video, then the bisque will also be available at that same time. So I'm working on single projects that you don't have to purchase the bisque box for. You can just purchase the bisque and then watch the video and paint at your own leisure. So that's Jingle. And he will light up, and you can put the pin lights in him.
That was by request.
And then this one is by request. It's a rock. It's just it's a rock. It's probably 7.5, 8 inches tall, and 7 inches wide. By Kinsey, the mold is. And there's a wolf on here with some...
Howling wolf.
It's called the Howling Wolf Rock. So there's trees in the background and trees in the front ground. I'll probably make these into some birch trees. And then the bottom, I don't know if we'll do sand or snow or what I'll do, but these already have fired up already, so if I get this painted on Saturday and we get it recorded and she gets this uploaded and then gets the bisque on the Brenda's Brushstrokes and Bisque.com, then you can purchase the bisque and watch the video and just paint at your own leisure. So that's other things that we're working on. Here's another little pumpkin that we have.
Clay magic.
And this is a Clay Magic one, so I can, I'll paint him up too. And then she'll record it while it's being painted and then do the video stuff and get it uploaded, and then you can order the bisque and go and watch the video at your own leisure at any time. And you can still message for questions. We'll still take care of you. So we're working on single project videos as well as the subscription videos.
That's the 9-inch. That's not the big guy.
And this is the 9-inch guy. There is a larger one, but I don't have the larger one. But he's still really cute. He could be made to light up. I could cut out the eyes and the mouth and put a base and put like the Christmas tree light on him. I really wouldn't put a pinch light in him. He's kind of small. It'd probably tip over. But he could be made to light up too. So we are working on other projects besides the bisque boxes. So Anne says, how much will he be? I'm not sure. We'll have to check on the prices yet.
15% the price of the mold times 2 for bisque.
So we'll get that figured out and let you guys know. So that's other stuff that's going on too. So these projects on the videos have probably been more, a little bit more beginner stuff because we have a lot of newer people. But we'll get more harder things on the separate videos. So it'll get there. It's just taking us a little bit of time. So now I think I'm going to take a little bit of my white and just highlight him just a little bit. And Jeannie and Shirley joined in. Hi, Jeannie and Shirley. I'm just going to grab a little bit of white. And again, I'm going to use my same brush. Go into my white just a little bit. Brush it out. Grab a little more and brush it out. And we're just going to get him just a tad bit lighter here yet. So that's some other stuff that's going on. Let me see, I'm pouring the October boxes Bisque yet.
And November.
And November's was on the table and I poured those twice. So we're working on November's Bisque. We looked at some molds for February's box and we ordered those yesterday.
Yes, they can order paint for the...
And Courtney says we have a, can you buy paint for the single projects? Yes, you can. You just go to Brenda's Brushstrokes and Bisque.com.
We'll have a paint list.
And there is some Duncan paint on there now. Tomorrow we do plan to order a full line of the Duncan acrylic stains. So we will have all of those that, as long as they're available to purchase tomorrow and in stock, we'll have those when the order comes. And then she'll be adding that to the website. In October, we hope to add, probably late October when we order for the November box, we hope to add the Mayco line of their acrylic stains. If there's glazes or other products you want, just let us know and we can order those when we order the supplies, and they can ship in your Bisque box most likely. That they could let us know if they wanted glazes.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're probably not going to carry a large line of glazes. They're a lot more expensive.
You don't use them.
And they're not probably used that often, and it's not a product that I use too often either. I do use the glazes on the pumpkins, on some pumpkins and on some Christmas trees, on some mushrooms. But if Glazer Ceramics has it, we can get it for you. You just have to let us know. Same with if you want a particular brush or if there's some other product and Glazer's has it, just let us know and Courtney can invoice you for it and we can order it. So now I'm liking him pretty much. He's a little bit lighter. Get a little bit more on that ear down than there. The Doc Holliday colors we're not going to carry at this time because they're not always available, and we're just going to wait until there's a better supply chain there. So we're just going to start with the Mayco or the Duncan first and then the Mayco. If there's a Doc Holliday that Glazer's has and you want it and we can order it, we'll be happy to do that. But
the tip of Mrs. Frankie green.
What's that? Courtney's got a question.
The tip of Mrs. Frankie green.
Just the tip. I don't know. The toes. On her shoes, she's got shoes on, so it would be like her little forefoot is green. Then her hands are green. And then her ears and her chest and her face is green. I hope that helps. So on her bottom, it's just she's got shoes on, and so there's a little bit of green, like where the top of your foot would be, and there's actually green on the black right now. But we'll go back and touch that up.
You have Clay Magic stuff I sent you, because hers is different.
The what? Clay Magic what?
She sent you a Frankie painted.
Oh, yeah, it's here somewhere.
Downstairs.
It could be. You can paint them differently. Like even if you look on your flyer that was included in your Bisque box. Let's see. They put black glitter on her dress. They actually made her skin tone is more of a natural skin tone. I did make it green to go with Mr. Frankie. So you can change things out. You don't have to do it the way I did it. Looks like they have the silver glitter. I've seen one with purple glitter here. So you can do things differently. Yep. Okay, yep. Margarita says the shoes. Yep, now she sees it. Okay. You can always refer to your colored flyers too. That's kind of why we try to include those if they're available. So you have a picture. So let's see, we got our white on. And he's looking pretty good. I think we'll just let him like that. So let's see, what else can we do? We won't do anything with that. We'll just, well, I guess actually I did. We'll go back. I'm going to go back to the charcoal And we'll get a little bit on that hair where the glitter is going to go. So let's see, I did 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you go right off of her nose, it'll be right up the center. So I'm going to do 2 on each side, so that'll be 4. 1, 2, 3. And I'm just gonna lighten them up a little bit so that the glitter shows up good. You find her? I don't know where she is either. So you can, I've seen where they put stripes in the hair. They've made the hair purple. I mean, you can do whatever you like. This is just what I did. Nothing is set in stone when it comes to the ceramic stuff. You can do what you like. I'm just going to get that a little, and I'll just go on to the top here, just a little bit on the edge. Come down right to the hairline so you don't have green in there. Okay, let's see, what else do we got? Actually, as long as we have the gray in our brush, let's do Mr. Frankie. So Mr. Frankie, we'll add him to our little box here. Can they see both or not? Yep. We can put the charcoal gray on his pants, as long as we have the gray in our brush. I'm just going to grab charcoal gray and brush it out. And I'm starting with the pants first because it's down further than the jacket as well, so that's why that just worked out really good. So I'm just going to brush back and forth, and this will go on pretty quick, across his pants. And you can make these as dark gray as you want, or as light of a gray as you want. And we'll just work our way around. Just brushing back and forth, grabbing a little and brushing it out. Oh, Margarita found where the little points are. Great, I'm glad you figured it out. I know on the heel of the shoe, I couldn't figure that out either until I think I was painting it, and it was like, oh, that's the heel of the shoe. It's like even on her, right in here, there's a little line, and that's the heel of where her two shoes meet, which I didn't know what was going on there. Well, again, I grabbed some more charcoal. I'm just going to brush back and forth. We're going to see if we can get, when I call tomorrow, if I can get a flyer with all the Duncan colors on it. The acrylic colors that we can maybe send in your Bisque boxes.
We'll have the Mayco and the old Holliday. I don't have an updated one.
We have the Mayco one? That's the email PDF one?
I'm going to put it in the brochure.
Okay. And then we did get some flyers from Doc Holliday, but they are old flyers. They don't have new flyers yet. So some of the colors may be discontinued on there, but it'll be a good reference for you. So that'll be coming in your...
If you order and it ships on the 5th.
September box if you order, and it ships on the 5th because we have a limited amount of those. So if you go to buy the box later, we may not have that item to add to it because we only have so many. And then I also emailed back and forth with Mayco, and they sent us a PDF file of their acrylic stains, and Courtney will be printing those on a brochure type paper for you. So you will also have that for a reference. And then hopefully tomorrow when I put in the order, I can get the Duncan brochure with the acrylic stains, so then you guys would have 3 reference charts for your paints. If you're a subscriber and your box ships for September, that'll be in the September's box. So, and they'll be in the boxes until we run out in the one-time purchase boxes, but once they run out, then we're out. And Doc Holliday is going to be making a new brochure, so I don't know at what point that will be, but things kind of go slow, it seems like, over there. So but it would be a pretty good reference anyway for colors, but not a guarantee that it's a active available color. So that's something that we've been working on to get in your September subscription boxes, and all that stuff does take time, and emails and calls and explaining what we're doing. And
October.
Oh, October. Sorry, I was back in September yet, but it's already October. So that'll be in the October box, subscription boxes. So if you're a subscriber, that's one of your little extras that'll be in your boxes, the color charts for those 3 companies. If we can get the Duncan ones tomorrow. Courtney does have the color swatches on Brenda's Brushstrokes and Bisque of the colors that we do have. So if it says real red or gray, you can see their color from that. So I'm just building up our charcoal. I'm not trying not to get it in my deeper crevices, because that's giving, you can see the shadowing on our pants there, and we want that. So let's see, what else are we doing? We're working on the boxes, because there's a lot of work goes into them. We try to put a lot of detail and make them worth their value. Everything is wrapped up and packaged and done by us. My sister's even in helping us. She's boxing up glitter she took home tonight in containers. Because the little scarecrows will have some glitter on their little sunflowers.
Did you show them?
Oh no, we can show you. I got those painted, but we didn't do the sneak peek yet. That was another Saturday thing, is to do a video of the unboxing of that, of the next box for October. The plan is to get those videos done sooner. So I actually have November's box poured, and I'll be cleaning that this weekend and getting it painted so Courtney we can do the sneak peek of the painted piece and then the video of the unboxing, so you can see some of the, well, the bigger pieces, items in your Bisque boxes. Some of the little extra treats that we include are kind of surprises, so we don't show every little piece of that in the unboxing video, but you will get to see the Bisque and the brushes, and let me see, the technique sheets. Kind of the bigger major pieces that are part of the subscription boxes are included in the unboxing video. The plan is to have the sneak peek done and posted by the 15th of the month, and then the unboxing by around the 20th of the month. But it seems like we're playing catch up yet, because working full time, there's just not enough time to get everything done the way you want it. But we'll get there. And if our boxes keep growing, hopefully I can do this full time. So hopefully maybe by next summer, that would be kind of my goal. Yeah, we can do all the videos. So that's kind of our plan. We're just hoping we can keep growing a little bit at a time and keep at it and not get too far behind until we're ahead enough that I can actually do this full time instead of working full time. So hopefully by next summer. Okay, so I got his pants about as gray as what I would like them. So Courtney brought up our box pieces for our next box. So this is our October box, and they're not completely finished. They don't have the glitter in them, and probably a little burlap patch and maybe some little buttons if we can find them. So this is our Scarecrow boy. He's about 8 inches tall.
Biggest piece we've done.
And this is the biggest piece we've done so far. It's about, we might be able to go about another inch. We have to try to keep it in that priority box. So he's about 8 inches. Then there is the Scarecrow girl. It's his little buddy. So she's got the ladybug and the patches, and she'll get the glitter in here too. We'll put the gloss sealer on the ladybug. We may try to find some if we find those little buttons for both of them. Courtney was looking for those for today, but she didn't find any. Then there's also a pumpkin to go with them. So put the little pumpkin in there. And then there's a couple other little things that we'll save for the unboxing video, but this is our October subscription box. You'll get these 2 pieces of bisque plus this pumpkin.
Mayco, right?
And this is a Mayco pumpkin, and the scarecrows are Clay Magic.
We have Noel's coming up, and we ordered Riverview.
So let's see, there'll be some other pieces to go with this besides the glitter and maybe a little burlap and button. There'll be the extras in the box. Plus you'll get your flyer. You'll get the 2 brushes and then a few other little things. So, but we'll keep that for our unboxing video. But that is the scarecrows that will be in our October box. If you're new and want to subscribe, you can just let Courtney know, and she can get you set up on the invoice list. Basically, to subscribe, you let us know. Courtney sends out the invoice on the 1st of the month, and it's for $49.99, and includes the shipping with your tracking number and insurance. And then we ship. You have till midnight on the 4th to pay, and then on the 5th we box them up and ship. And then either very late that night or the next day she'll email you tracking numbers so you can track your items. Now the ones that are getting sealer, those will not have tracking numbers, or they will?
Tracking, it's just they're coming parcel, so it'll be slower than priority.
Okay, so even if you're getting the sealer, they're coming parcel ground. You will still have a tracking number, so you'll still be able to follow it. It just may take
We'll add insurance onto those too.
And she's going to add insurance onto them. It's just that it's going to take maybe 2 to 3 extra days to get your box. If you want to order paint, you can order paint. The add-on kit, if you've been purchasing paint all along, there's only 3 new colors used this month for October, so that'll be $9.99, and it can go in the box as well. And the
full set is 18 colors for $59.99.
And the full set, if you don't have any of the colors at all and you're starting out fresh, is 18 colors for $59.99, and they would ship in the box also. But we'll go over all that on the unboxing video when we do that Saturday, and then hopefully she'll get it posted in a day or 2 after that. But it takes time to get it uploaded and everything.
They just need a single color. It's $3.50 a bottle.
And if you just want to add a single color, maybe you have all the colors but one, it's $3.50 per bottle of color if you want a single.
Or 3 for $9.99.
Or 3 for $9.99. So that's what our October box is. It's these cute little scarecrows and pumpkins, and then there's a few other little things. So we better get back to our little painting here. Let's see. Oh, Margarita loves them. Yeah, they are really cute. There are 3, Margarita's asking about the paint. There are 3 new colors.
She gets the paint every month, so 3 of them for $9.99.
So Courtney says the 3 new colors are $9.99, because she said you've been getting the colors, but there are 3 new colors. We try to keep it to a minimum, but we also want them to look nice. So I think we got our charcoal where I want it. Now I'm going to go back to my gray. And you're ready for November too. Great. Oh, wait till you guys see November. November is going to be great. It's Christmas themed. And it's 2 items that are very popular right now. So I'm just getting my regular gray. I'm back to the Bisque gray OS567. It's just the gray. I just want to lighten up his pants just a little bit. So I'm just, whoop, a little too much there. We gotta brush that out more. I'm just gonna brush it out. So it's been fun creating the boxes. We also have a box coming with Noel molds in it That'll be the November box. And then...
You just placed an order for review.
And I placed an order yesterday with Riverview. That'll be the February box.
Or January.
Or January, we're not sure. But I think we have it on the schedule as February, but we may change it to January. We'll have to see. A popular item too.
One of our best sellers.
It's actually one of our best sellers at the craft shows.
And the Bisque online.
Oh, and Cordy says even on our Bisque online, it's a popular seller. That's the February box that's going to be from Riverview Molds. So it's actually fun to try to think of things that are you guys are going to like really enjoy. And then our different, kind of, different painting too each time. The December box we'll be doing some color washing because that'll be snowmen. So we'll color wash those before we dry brush those. So I'm just getting the gray on. We're just working around, keep going around and around till it dries. And if you keep going from one area to the next and keep going around, your paint here will dry while you're painting over here so you don't get smudgy. Just grabbing the light gray and brushing it out. Jean looking pants too. Or even all black ones, I guess. So when I painted those scarecrows, they were actually done on Sunday night, and Courtney told me they were the ugliest things I've ever painted. So I repainted them on Monday and Tuesday night.
They were.
She says they were.
You usually never do anything and I was like, that.
She says, whoa, they were the ugliest thing I ever painted.
It was the color.
She didn't like the color. I had
Blue.
some a lighter blue on the hat, and then some cranberry and some fuchsia.
They're cute now, though.
Oh, but she says they're cute now. But
like
they
fall.
were.
They look like circus clowns.
She said they look like circus clowns. She did not like them at all. So I just thought scarecrows should have a lot of different colors, so I kind of went with try to make them colorful, and she was not happy with them. I had to redo them. I guess I would made them too bright and cheerful. So we're just building up this gray till you get it the color you want. You can see he's still a lot, he's lighter than the other one. Oh, I missed, you know what? I know why I used the ash instead of the gray. Well, that's okay. So you can see that that's just another color that he could be. So this would have been, I did ash, and now I used gray instead. So if you did that, you could still go, and you want him that color, we can still go back and do that ash, which I think I'm going to do because it's a little too light. So I painted these a while ago, so I think I actually have to write down the exact steps of the colors when I do them, so this don't happen. So we're going to go to the ash. So again, I have the Duncan Ash OS567. Let's see if that gray is even in your box here.
Yeah,
it is? Okay. Gray is on there. I must use that on the kitty. So, okay, so that's fine. That shows you, it'll be able to show you guys that you can still change colors on things. So I have the ash, and we're going to go back and change it a little bit darker, because I do like the darker color better. But you wouldn't have to. So we're just going to dry brush over that gray that's so light and get it darker. And that's a little too much at once, so I got to brush that out. So it doesn't hurt to change something. If you don't like it, here's a perfect example to show you that you can go back and change it. So I like that a little better. It's not quite as bright. So we'll just get our ash built back up on here. So it doesn't hurt anything. I mean, if you really didn't like it, you could go back and paint it black and like completely start over. But this will work just as fine. Just coming over the gray with the ash, we'll get it back to where it needs to be. Or not really where it needs to be, where I prefer it. It's preference. So I'm just doing those little half C strokes, kind of brushing back and forth across the pleats in his pants to keep that shadow, the dark shadow down in there. I think the eye video will probably have to be one of the top things for Saturday, the way it looks. I'll have to see how what I'm actually gonna do. Because I kind of do a couple different styles of eyes. The snowmen get one kind of eye, and these guys have a different kind of an eye. Real people have another type of an eye. The biggest thing with eyes is to have a really good liner brush. If you don't have a good brush, you're going to struggle with them. So that's looking a little better. It isn't quite as bright. That was a little too white. So we'll just keep getting it built up. So I've been firing the kiln after work when I get home. Usually I clean 2 nights in a row, greenware, and then I fire it. And while it's firing, then I clean another load, so it's firing tonight. And tomorrow night I will probably clean greenware again, and hopefully I have enough for another full load. I pour at night, and then I get up and I take the molds out before I go to work in the morning, and then put a different batch on the table, and then pour that night, and then take them out the next morning. So like yesterday I poured the October box, and tonight I could pour the November box, but I probably won't because it's been a late night with the kiln firing, because I usually don't get done till like 11:30 at night, and then I get up at 6, so it's kind of a short night. So he's just about getting to where I would like him. And let's see what else is going on. I have a craft show coming up on the first Sunday in October. We're going to take our Bisque boxes, and I was just talking to Courtney. I think I may take all those little Jack pumpkins and actually paint at the show for people to see that it's not as hard as it seems like it might be. And then I need to get out in my yard and start getting some things ready for winter here, because I have a koi pond and it needs to get a net over it before all the leaves are in it. And get it, I actually have to get in it and cut back all the cattails and the plants that are in it, so that that stuff's not in there over winter and degrading and contaminating the water. And I have lots of perennials, so those I'll try to usually get those cut back for the winter too, and then they can green out nice and fresh in the spring. So there's always a lot going on here, believe it or not. And then pouring and cleaning for orders too. I poured the Harvest pumpkin again this week, but I have the pouring table has faucet on it instead of a faucet on the hose instead of a pump handle, so I got a new pump handle for that on Sunday, and I need to replace that because it's putting air bubbles in my slip, and then I have air bubbles in my pieces, so I wouldn't sell those to someone like that. So I was hoping to have some of those available to purchase by now, but I kind of had trouble with the pouring table. If I get that fixed here this weekend, I can pour it again, and hopefully we'll be on a roll again and can get him going. I'm just getting my ash built up on my pants here, and it's just about where I want it. I think a little more in there. And we'll set him aside, let him dry, and we'll grab Mrs. again. So let's see, what does she need? I think we'll get a little more rust on her pumpkin. So I'm going to get just a little more rust on there. And this is the Doc Holliday DH28 rust. And it's just going to take a drop or two. And we're going to use a smaller brush. Oh, let's see. Oh, I'm going to use one of these flat ones. I'm going to use my Royal & Langnickel size 3 flat. And I'm just going to grab a little bit of the rust on the edge, tips of the bristles, and brush it out. And we're going to get that just a little bit rustier than what it is. We put that first coat on there last week at the end of the show. I'm going to just slowly work up to her fingertips so you don't have green on the pumpkin. And you have to turn your piece to be able to get to all the different little angles. And it won't take a whole lot. So usually anything that's going to be orange or red, I start with rust. It just makes that red or the orange cover better. So you'll see that I always do that. Oranges and rust, or red especially, are usually harder colors to get their true color. I think I want to get down a little bit closer to the dress. There's a lot of black there. I just slowly keep coming towards the dress. You just work your way. You can see where your brush is getting the color on if you just go a little bit at a time. So that's looking pretty good, pretty even. And let's see, there's no orange on him, so we won't add any orange to him. And now we will grab our, I have the Duncan Orange Peel OS567. And we'll just highlight our pumpkin with that just a little bit. And I'm going to use my same brush and just go on the edge of my orange peel and brush it out on my paper towel here. And now we're just going to just highlight it a little bit. Get it a little bit orangier. And some people like their pumpkins more of a deep, darker orange, like this rust, and some like them more of a bright orange. If you look on your flyer, it's a very, very peachy orange. I don't really care for that bright of an orange, but I'm going to give it just a little bit of a highlight. And I'm just doing little C strokes instead of big C strokes. And I have a smaller brush, the size 3, because I don't want to get orange all over. I'm letting some of the rust show down here and around the outside just to gives your pumpkin more depth because of the darker color, and the more of the orange peel in the center center part here where the light would be hitting it a lot more. So that looks pretty good. So let's see. What do we need to do next? We have our, I left her dress band, so even her little dress has this little belt here. You could do that in another color if you wanted, but I'm not going to. Her little face is, oh, let's touch up all our blacks and then we can, oh, let's go back and do our green first. So I'm going to use the Lexington green. This is the Doc Holliday DH26 Lexington green. And I'm going to use the Royal & Langnickel size 0 flat. And I'm just going to grab a little bit of the Loyal Lexington green and brush it out. And now we're going to get our stem of our pumpkin. And you do want smaller brushes when you're doing these little detail things. And you're probably going to want more than one brush of a size, because you could, like I went from the orange 3, now I'm at the 0 with the green, so I wouldn't want to put the green in the orange brush. It's just two colors that are very different. So we just want to get rid of some of that black on that stem because we want a nice little green stem. I'm just brushing back and forth. And then we'll grab a little bit of the leaf green. That's Limeburst. So I have the Doc Holliday DH31 leaf green. And we're just going to highlight that stem a little bit. And we're going to change paper here. So I'm just going to use this, so I'm going to stay with my green brush and grab some of that leaf green and brush it out. Grab a little more and brush it out. You can see there's hardly anything coming out of the brush. That's when you want to touch your piece with, and just highlight it just a little bit. I'm just going across it. You can see it's getting the higher parts of the stem. So that's probably good. And let's see. We're going to touch up our black now. And I'm going to use the same little brush, that size 0, and I'm going to grab a little bit of black. And now I want to touch up the green that's on the shoe. Let me see, the green that's on the hair. That looks like maybe the purple that's on the shoe here too, and you do want a littler brush for that, but I'm just going to use the same green one and work the black up in there and brush it out. And if you have a lot of brushes, you could change to a new one. So now I'm just going to real gently and carefully cover up that purple that's on my shoe, because I don't want that to look sloppy like that. And I don't want to get it all over my purple either. So you kind of have to take your time with these little detail parts and not just slop it on there. So I start away from it, and then I just slowly get closer to it and closer, because I can see where my brush is hitting then. And I want to steady my piece so that I'm not whipping this brush all over the place. I want to keep it controlled so I don't get the black on the green on her foot, the top of her forefoot there, so that I have to redo it. But if you do, that's okay. You can just redo it. But take your time and have a little brush. And hopefully that'll save you time from having to redo it. And I can still see that there's green on my shoe. So I just want to keep working my little brush up to the bottom of her, top of her foot there. And you have to turn it so you can see what you're doing. The scarecrows, we do a lot more, I guess you could say, shading kind of on those guys with the kind of the ombre on her little rust-colored, orange-colored jumper. So that'll be kind of fun to do that. So now I can see on my shoe I have white showing through, so I want to touch that up with my black. Try to get in there with my brush. And then my purple from my dress is coming down onto my shoe, so I just want to use my little brush here and just slowly work it up into that V to cover that purple up. I don't want purple on her shoe. And those little details are what's going to help make your piece not look sloppy. So we'll just keep working our way around and work that black back up to the dress. Cover up any purple that's on the shoe. You just tap it real lightly. Nice short controlled little strokes. Just keep working your way around. So now you can see how this looks a lot neater, and where this looks, it's just blobbered all over the place. But that's, I mean, you have to do that to get your dry brushing on there to start out with. But then you just got to go back and touch it up. And you want to have her anchored, and you kind of want to have this hand anchored too, so you're not whipping that brush around everywhere and getting black everywhere. And then you got to go back and touch up the purple and the green. And you may have to touch up a little bit, but you don't want to touch up a lot, and just keep touching and up and touching up. You just have to take your time and be patient. And just enjoy doing it, and try not to get stressed out about it. Courtney says it's relaxing. Was it relaxing to paint the other day?
Not for me, but for everybody else.
Oh, she said not for her. She base coated some angels for me.
That wasn't bad.
Oh, she said that wasn't bad. So she, it's just a little angel. It's about 5 inches tall that I just got, and I'd like to take some to the craft show, and I'm kind of running out of time with stuff. So she was here, and she base coated them black for me. So again, I'm just going to keep working this black up into those little points to make her shoes look nice and black and not slobbered up with purple. Just grab a little and brush it out. And get this last peak here. Get it looking nice and neat. Get a little more, because I can see a little white spot here. I don't want to see that. There we go. And then I'm going to look at the bottom, and I got a little white there, so I'm just going to brush that over. Guess we didn't have any show and tell tips tonight, though. Like last week, we showed you how to fix bisque. I'm just going to dry brush this bottom just a little bit more, just kind of even it out. So there's our shoes, are looking pretty good. So she brought our angel. This is our little angel that we got, and this one actually has a hanger in it, so it could be an ornament. And this is our this is the one she base coated black. It can just sit on a dresser or on a desk. And I have some metallic rub-ons I'm going to use on these, so that's what I'll do with those. Maybe I can convince her to even try that. We'll see. She's laughing. So those are cute little guys. They're about 5 inches. So now we're going to go up to her hair, and I can see with all my handling I got a black spot on there, so we want to cover that up. And then we're just going to work our way around so I can see where my cat's tail is. There's a little bit of that gray up on that black hair. We want to get rid of that. And you just slowly start like a 1/4 inch away from your gray paint that's on the hair from the cat, and then slowly work towards the cat, and you can see where your paint is covering, and then you can tell how far to go. Instead of starting right on there where you think it is, and then you have all that black on the tail, and then you got to fix the tail. So if you start in the black, and then just gently brush and move towards the tail, you can see where your paint is covering, and when you get to where you want it, then you can stop. And then you come over and you gently work your way back to the tail again where there's gray, and you can see where your paint is covering the gray, and now that's good, and it didn't get all over the black or all over the tail. So that's how you kind of work your way towards it. Don't start out right at it. So now we want all this gray from the tail, this green on her hair. We don't want that. That looks messy. So I'm just going to start like a 1/4 inch away. I hope you can see that. I'm just going to slowly work my way with the tip of the brush towards the cat to cover up that gray that's on the hair, because we want that hair nice and black. So I'm actually watching more of where the paint is going than where my brush is at. So I'm going to start away and work towards that cat and cover up that gray. So we're going to start away from the green and just slowly work our way towards that hairline, and you can see where your black is going, and that way you know when to stop, so your hair, the face isn't getting all full of black. So slowly work your way up to it. Same over here. You just kind of you slowly nudge it towards it. That way you don't get too much, you don't get black on your green, hopefully. But yet you're getting rid of that green that's on her hair, Just slowly nudge towards that hairline and get rid of that green. Now you can see this is a nice hairline where this is green all over her hair. So now we're going to come over to the side. And just keep jabbing it till you get the green covered up. So we got Roswitha from California. Oh, hi! You guys are behind us in time, so it's earlier where you are. Oh, you've been dry brushing for 35 years. Well, good for you, and thank you for the compliment. Dry brushing was really frustrating for me for a long time, and then I just kind of got it. I don't know how to explain it, but I think one of the things was I never put enough color on and got rid of the black as much as I needed to. So usually when I think I'm done, I'll do like a little bit more, because it's like it just needs that little bit more yet, because there's too much black showing through. The black is just an accent really for your shading. And you can base coat in different colors. It really depends what piece you're working on. Black is popular. I like the navies or blues or turquoise for snowmen. Dark browns are good for like pumpkins and fallish things. Like the scarecrows I did do in black, but we could have used a really dark brown. That would have looked good too. I'm just slowly working my way up and getting rid of this green. I have a cat wandering around under my feet meowing. I don't know what his problem is again tonight. He's not a lap cat, so he doesn't like to be bothered, so. He's crying like he's... Oh, you know what's wrong, Courtney? There's no food in his bowl. He's quite spoiled. You'll have to wait. Give him a couple treats. Oh, you did? So now her hairline looks nice and neat. Her shoes look nice and neat where the black is. A little bit of white right there yet. You can't be that hungry. It was full last night. She's got to get behind me. So the black's looking pretty good on her. I think we'll do both of their eyes at the same time. So we can switch over to our, we'll switch over to Frankie now. So we have his gray on. And next we could probably do our purple. Let's do our purple. So we're going to start with our, and so when my little palette gets full, I usually just flip it over, and because I'm probably going to different colors anyway now. So now I have my Doc Holliday DH50 Regal purple. I'm just going to shake that up a little bit. Yes, we sell those angel ornaments too. It's a brand new mold that I just got when we went to the mold, to the show. I think I had Courtney paint all of them black though. I have more to clean, and I can clean and fire them. I can clean some tomorrow night, and then Courtney can probably post them. I'll take them. I can take them Saturday when I go see her when we do our recordings. So she could probably get them posted. She can probably get them posted after Sunday. They can be on the Brenda's Brushstrokes and Bisque.com, or you can message her. If you want them in your box, we'll have to figure out the price. And if you want an ornament hanger or not. They're really nice little angels. I also have the 12-inch one like that and the 14-inch one like that. The 12-inch one is right there in that bag, Courtney, but I think it's probably dry. I didn't get it cut out. So now I have the Doc Holliday DH50 Regal purple, and we're going to do his whole coat. We'll try to skip that little V here. That's kind of his chest, because that I did in green. So we'll just do our Doc Holliday Regal purple. Oh, over here, this one on the, I have stuff on the cupboard. I have pumpkins on the cupboard in plastic bags. The greenware is wet. And they sit in there for 3 days after they're poured, and then they get a leather hard so that I can cut out like welcome or happy fall. Just sitting them inside that plastic bag lets that clay set up enough that you can cut it out with an X-Acto knife. So she's hard because she's been in there a week. So this is the 12-inch one, and then I have the 14-inch one too. But usually I'll cut out a heart here and put little, if it's for a miscarriage, I'll put, cut out the heart and put baby footprints, and then you can put dates and names. What else do I do? I've done dog footprints and cat footprints and a cat outline. Yeah. And then I do these with a metallic finish too. So that's the 12-inch angel. I don't know that she would fit in the Bisque box though.
She went with the little one.
And then there's the 14-inch one too.
It's too big.
Yeah.
I can ship her reasonably, but she just won't fit in the box.
She says she'll ship reasonably. She just won't fit in the Bisque box. It's a really nice mold. I've put engraved quotes into it when the clay is still soft. If someone wants a certain quote, like love beyond words, miss beyond measure. Any little memory type quote is good for those. I can carve like the word joy and Noel, silent night, holy night. That's really nice and imprinted, embossed into the clay too. So we're just going to keep brushing out our Regal purple till we get this whole jacket nice and lighter colored here. Get rid of that black.
I think it should be $5 in Bisque.
So Courtney thinks the little angel is $5 in Bisque, and you can just message her if you want that. I do have a whole bunch poured. I just have to get them cleaned and fired. And then we would just need to know if you want the hook.
The
the ornament hanger or not.
Is it the same price as the hanger?
Yeah. Okay. So we're just going to keep brushing out our Regal purple. And you want to let the black in your crevices, like where the coat, the body of the coat meets the arm of the coat, and where they have all the little pleats. You want to leave that with the purple. We'll go all the way around the back. And you just keep going back and forth real lightly till you get it, all the layers built up. I don't even think those are listed on the web store yet, the .com store yet, because that was a new mold, and I have a pile here underneath the kitchen table that I need to get logged yet. There just isn't enough time in my day. But I did want to get it poured and get started on it. And you want to make sure you come up and get his collar on his little jacket. And just keep brushing back and forth. And you wouldn't have to, it doesn't have to be purple. Let's see. It is purple on the flyer though. You can make him any colors you want. I kind of like the Halloween purple and the green. How are we doing for time?
8:30.
Oh, Cordy says it's 8:30 already. Well, I guess he's going to take another time. But then we'll have the faces. We'll definitely finish him next time. And then we can get started on the crows. So your crows, you can just base coat your crows all in black. And your pumpkins can be all black too if you just want to do everything at one time. You can paint everything black. But we will finish Frankie next time, and then we should be able to get started on the crows. Whoop, way too much, so I'm actually going to try to wipe that off with my paper towel, and then brush it out and start over here. So if you want, you can keep going to get your purple fully covered, so the black is only in the creases and the depth part. And we'll probably call it good since it's already 8:30. But I will actually leave him where he's at, and we'll pick up at this point next week. So I don't want to get too long for you guys. But you just keep brushing back and forth until you get him fully covered with purple, or you can wait and you can pick up with me when we pick up next week. And you just keep going around and around, get his whole, and now he does have like a shirt cuff here, so if you get purple on there, that's okay. I did do his in blue, but if you get a little purple on there, that's okay. We'll get the blue on it later. And even on the frog here, that's okay. We'll cover that up with the green.
Maybe just asking if you can emboss those ornaments. They're not very big.
Let me see one once. Probably if they're, we could probably emboss the little ornaments if it was like 3 to 5 letters. I don't think more than that would probably fit on there. Like Joy would fit on there real nice. Let me see. Probably some little designs, like a little heart would fit on there. I guess let me know what it is you think you want embossed on them, because I can probably
Do initials.
She thinks initials. Let's see. There's not a whole lot of area. Like maybe they probably end up being about a ½ inch tall, and there's maybe a good inch in length. So like Joy would fit on there. Love could probably fit on there. I don't know about long names. Shorter names would fit. The year would fit. Like 2019, I could get on there. I could go vertical too, I suppose. I don't know that would look real good. So we could do small words or small names could be embossed.
Or initials.
Courtney says initials maybe. I guess let me know what you're thinking, and then because I may not, you might have an idea that I don't have that'll work. So just let me know, and I can say, oh yeah, that'll work, or oh no, that's way too little. And there's not an extra charge for that. I'll just do that. So we'll just, I'll probably cut him off here because we're already at 8:30 and probably past 8:30. And we'll just pick up next week where we're letting off today, and we'll get both of these guys finished next week because we don't have a whole lot left because we'll do their faces together at the same time. And we can possibly start on the crows. And then you also had 3 little pumpkins in your, as an extra. These guys will paint up fairly quick too, so we probably do those the last time with finishing the crows the last time too. But you can paint them all black at one time if you want. I think that's about it. A little hour and a half goes really fast, you guys. It's so much fun painting. And I like to go back and actually, usually every night I rewatch them to try to learn from it so I can be better each time. Let's see what else. It's kind of magical to see how it goes from the black piece to the end of the show, to see how the colors fill in. I kind of enjoy that actually myself. We have a lot planned for the week here behind the scenes, from videos to posting to October box to working and some yard work, and who knows all what we get into before next week. So that, I think, is it for tonight. I hope you guys have a great week. If you have any questions, you need help with your pieces, I mean, you can even take a picture of the piece and message it to me and tell me what's going on, and I can try to help you resolve the issue, and we can get your piece squared away. Otherwise, I guess have a really good week. Oh, so you're thinking of the word piece.
I don't think it might be too big.
I can try it on one, but there really isn't, that piece might be just a little too much. I might be able to go vertically with it. I can do one and see what it looks like and send you a picture. So we can try that. But yeah, there isn't a whole lot of space. Probably hope, love, and joy we could squeeze out. I just don't know about peace.
Not all in one, though.
Oh no,
They have to be separate.
probably like Cordy said, I don't think we can't put hope, love, and peace all on one. Probably just one word on each one, like hope on one, peace, or joy on one, love on one, and then peace I'm not sure about. It would get pretty small, but I will actually give it a try, and we can send you a picture. So we'll get to that this week too. So I think that's about it. Watch for our video postings, and let's see what else. If you want the sealer, let us know by midnight tonight, or if you want us to add anything to the order, because I'll be ordering from Glazers tomorrow, let us know that tonight, or by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
They're an hour behind us.
So if there's anything else you guys need help with, just message us and we'll see what we can do to help you, and hope you have a great week. If you want to get your Frankie all the way up to the solid purple except in the creases, you can go ahead and do that, but we'll leave him so we can work on him together next week. Otherwise, I think that's about it, and have a great week and stay dry. We've had tons of rain here again this week, so take care, everyone. Thank you for joining in. We really appreciate it.